The marriage has been split like an Italian breadstick at a Soprano family dinner, but who is responsible for the breakup? Who is responsible for the end of this marriage? And who is the bigger cunt out of Tony and Carmela? Welcome back, guys, to Fog Entertainment, and we are here to ask the question, who is more at fault for the ending of this marriage at the top of the Soprano family, at the top of the mob boss family? Is it Tony, the kingpin, or is it Carmela, the gold digger that found out years too late that this really wasn't the life for her?
Ducks is the answer, guys. We've got ducks in the swimming pool. Tony's been forced out the swimming pool to put away some decking. But who's going to get decked? Is it going to be Carmela? Is it going to be Tony? Was there a bit of bias going on here with the poll? Because if you look at the photos, Carmela is screaming like she always does, while Tony's picture...
Trying to play the happy family man.
He's the happy family man. There's no wife beater on. He's got the shirt on. He bought his family a house. He's living the dream. And just when he thought he'd turned the corner...
Living in America.
New York City, New Jersey. But 153 people voted. I'm actually surprised that 33% of the vote has went Carmela's way. I thought most people would have just voted Tony. I guess you could say 2/3 did. Who am I going to blame? I mean, it's obviously Tony, right? But Carmela should have knew what she was signing up for.
No, definitely.
Like, it was the fact that he cheated on her with somebody with one leg rather than like, oh, he's cheating. I mean, she's like, oh, the preschool assistant, and then naming off like a million. I mean, it's probably fair to say since Tony Soprano got married to Carmela, I mean, Meadows probably about 20 at this stage of the game. I mean, how many people has he slept with since he got married to Carmela? I mean, we're probably talking, I'd say it could be near, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it's near 1,000. He's a Hoormeister.
Well, I mean, he's slept with a lot of people already, just that we've seen on the show. How many people does he sleep with that we don't really see at just these parties and things like that, you know, random hookups? I'm sure there's been a lot.
Yeah, and Carmela should be aware of that. But, I mean, I'm going to go with it's Tony's fault, but Carmela should have known what she signed up for. What are you going for?
I mean, I do think it is Tony's fault, but at the same time, Carmela did choose this life. Tony did throw that back at her multiple times now. Maybe she didn't think it would be this bad, and Tony can say that she chose the life, but I'm pretty sure, similar to like Sons of Anarchy, what happens out there isn't supposed to come into the family home.
And it has.
And it has. Is that Tony's fault necessarily? Did he want for that to happen or mean for that to happen? No, probably not. Should Carmela have gave Tony a chance to make things right? Possibly.
But the make things right. I mean, what can he do? Like, kill Lorena?
I mean, let's be completely honest here. If Tony really cared about his family and being a family man, then Carmela and his family would be enough for him. Just because he's got this money, just because he has, you know, a range of ability and availability to him in terms of women, it doesn't mean that he has to be with them. Just because he's got the power and the finance to have these women doesn't mean he needs to.
Yeah, it's a weak ass excuse for Tony to be like, yeah, but that's the way it is in the mob, Carmela. No, you don't sign a contract that forces you, obligates you to, you know, be with other women. It's free choice.
Yes, now that power and that money can make it a lot easier for you to have those options. But, I mean, it's not like that is part of the commitment, you know, it's not part of the life. He doesn't have to do it. So, I mean, as much as we can say Carmela's not innocent here and she's partly to blame, I think most people would accept that. But at the end of the day, I mean, Tony is the other one sleeping around. If he really, I mean, he says he wants to be with Carmela or whatever. Is he willing from this moment onwards just to be faithful? What about that?
I think the line has been drawn. We'll have to wait to season 5.
We'll have to wait to season 5.
But he's at the house. So, will he get back in the house? Probably not. Freebie says, I think Carm overreacted a little bit, especially since she tells Janice to accept having a Gumar with Bobby. But Bobby's a good guy. He doesn't have a Gumar. But it's still Tony's fault for cheating. Yeah, it's Tony's fault. We're getting that a lot. Keno says, Carm, she didn't know her place. Keno's laying the smack down with that wee comment there.
Damn.
Didn't know her place. Final comment, Mr. Helsing says, Carmela isn't innocent in this, being a bit of a gold digger, forgetting everything that pissed her off with a lavish gift. but Tony is by far the worst of the two. He does care for her, but not as a good partner should. Truly doesn't have the making of a varsity husband. We inside joke there, because he's not a varsity athlete. And he's certainly not. He's got a stomach on him that would rival Butterbean. But anyway, guys, that's it for this video from the Bean. Till then, peace.